Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert Reacts. And welcome back to Friday's Redundancy Report. Truly, what could be more redundant than watching Amberlynn Reid reacting to Amberlynn Reid talking about what she's lied about from 8 years ago. This is what we do, guys. This is how we pass our time. That sounds insane when you put it that way, but it was actually pretty juicy, right? As we've been talking about in the last week or so, Amber's narcissistic personality disorder, apparent narcissistic personality disorder, has been really rearing its ugly head and letting us see all of her true colors. It started a little bit before the apology, and then the apology was just peak. And then when we thought it couldn't get any better, she released this vlog yesterday, Amberlynn reacting to Amberlynn. Now, you'd think after 8 years, she may have some insight. She may be able to look back with a more mature, experienced eye. Rio says no. You're full of shit. That's not going to happen. And it's not. So without any further ado, this is a long one, so get some snacks. I had half a coffee already, but I also had a shower, but I only had half a coffee. So I got a whole bunch of coffee here. This is 30 minutes long. We're going to speed her up a little bit, though. Without any further ado, let me introduce to you Miss Amberlynn Reid. And also, Mr. Man is here, right? Yeah, for a bit, he said. He may not stick around again. As you know, he's not contractually obligated to work redundancy reports. But here he is. Right, let's get the headphones in and see what Amberlynn has to say. Like I said, I'm going to speed her up a bit. So if you speed me up, I'm sorry, she's going to be extra fast. But we can't do this on regular speed. That's not fair to the audience. Let's speed her up a little bit. We'll start at 2.25 and we'll see where we go from there. Let's go, Amber.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is the first video of the React-Lynn series. So I have no idea how this is going to go down.
React-Lynn series? We watched this in the Rage stream. I swear to God, I missed that. The React-Lynn series. It's a series, Rio.
But so many people are like, girl, just react to some videos. And I don't know what to react to. So I went to Instagram and asked you guys, what do you want to see? And you guys gave me so many ideas. I got a cute little journal out and I wrote down at least 30 ideas. Like there's so many, but I figured I would start off with the video that I feel like altered my YouTube experience and like the way people view me. It's a video that I uploaded 9 years ago on August 5th, 2016. The video is called Confessing Everything I've Lied About. So I remember that the reason why I filmed that video is because I saw another YouTuber do a confessing everything I lied about, and their audience was so like understanding and like great.
Probably because the other YouTuber was genuine in their apologies. Because people don't just look around YouTube for fucking video ideas and go, oh, that looks like a good, oh, look at the good response. They admitted to lies and everybody started loving them. I'm going to do that too. Idiot. They were genuine in their motivation for confessing to their audience, and their audience could feel that sincerity. You seem to lack a certain sincerity, Amber.
Gracious, and I was like, I need to do the same thing because I wanted to be accountable. I was like holding a lot of guilt, and instead of my audience reacting in the same way that other YouTuber's audience did, it actually...
See what she said there? I was first of all, she needs to take the word accountable out of her mouth, because she has no fucking idea what that means. Amber, put that in the drawer with the word doxing, another word you don't know what it fucking means, because you're not using it properly. You don't just get to say, you know, it's not like going to confession in the Catholic Church. You do 10 Hail Marys and you're done. You're not even doing the Hail Marys. You're just saying, I'm accountable. And then she goes on to say she wanted to hold herself accountable because she was holding a lot of guilt. So this apology right off the get-go isn't for anybody else but her.
It backfired on me. And ever since then, like,
Because
I've
it
been
wasn't
known
for
as the
anybody
girl
but
who
you.
lied and the girl who continues to lie. Even though, since from that point, I've made sure to be honest and transparent, even in times where I did not want to be. Have I been perfect?
So she's telling us that she has not told a single lie since this video 8 years ago. Okay.
No. I am human, but I'm also a YouTuber who shares a lot, but I'm still trying to hold on to so much privacy that sometimes the lines are blurred. Anyways, let's like get into this reaction.
Hey you guys, so this video, let's be real, is a little, I don't know, nerve-wracking for me to film, but I feel like I need to get this stuff off my chest, and
So I can't
I just
believe
want you guys
she's
to know
reacting
that,
to this.
sorry, my hair though, I knew I needed to poke these things down. Let's get real. Okay, I knew that coming onto YouTube.
Amber, look at you. Do you think poking... Oh my God, look at me. I have to poke this out. Okay, let's be real. That's way better now. Girl, your little stringy, greasy things hanging out, like your little greasy sideburns doesn't complete the look. Just saying. Dump the sideburns.
I was going to need to protect myself.
I was going to need to.
Knew also I was going to get a lot of backlash. Backlash hurts sometimes. Unless you're a YouTuber who has a pretty decent following and they get a lot of haters, I don't think you'd understand.
Unless you're as special as Amber is. Let me interrupt you, Amber. I'm sure this is what she's going to say. Watch. This is what she's going to say. Oh my God, I sounded so conceited and condescending. Of course, other people understand what it's like to get hate. Of course, other people understand what it's like to deal with these kinds of situations. No. Because she said you'd have to be a big YouTuber to understand how she feels. But you don't. Other people understand what it feels like to be slighted. And that's probably what she's going to say now because she's so much older and mature, right?
You know, genuinely right here, I look so innocent. I sound so innocent. And I was getting a lot of hate at that time. But that girl right there had no idea what was coming for her at all.
Just imagine.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yourself like at school and you get bullied by everyone in class. It hurts. It does. And I feel like a lot of the time you need to protect yourself to prevent backlash. But no matter if I protect myself or if I don't, it's going to happen.
See right there where I was saying, like, sometimes you have to protect yourself. I remember wanting to protect myself and the people around me because the hate was rising. It was getting worse. And trust me, I was bullied in school. I very much was. But I was bullied by like a handful. And now all of a sudden I was being bullied by hundreds. I think I was just becoming overwhelmed.
And I feel like...
What the hell is she talking about? Didn't she tell us she won the best person ever award in school? The Everybody Loves Me to Death award. I don't know what the award she won in school where she was the most popular human on the planet or something. I don't know. And now she was bullied. She can't like pick a lane, Amber. And yeah, both could be possible. That's true. But the way she tells things makes it just sound so fucking fake. It's just, this is ridiculous. This isn't a reaction. Amber's not reacting. This is like some narcissistic ego stroking, like, you know, when like it's like, I'm going to sit around and tell you everything I did when I was making this video. Oh, let's examine how I did this about me. Oh my God, me. It's so narky. It's not a reaction. It's like a love fest, like some kind of
I need to kind of admit to some things that I have lied about. This is really hard. I'm not a liar. I was protecting my feelings as much.
Right off the bat, I'm going to apologize for lying, but I'm not a liar, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not a liar, and I'm going to justify all the lies that I said. So this is right off the get-go, not confessing to anything. It's justifying Amber. And then 8 years later, she's justifying her justifying. This is insanity.
As much as I could. I know it's selfish of me to do. I'm putting myself online for a reason, to speak out and be like, this is me, this is who I am. And it's like, I still felt like there were certain things that I needed to kind of hide away.
And I do feel like that's okay. Like, I absolutely agree with myself back then.
Of course you do, you friggin' narcissist. You're not even reacting. You can't even look back on your own life with a critical eye. All you can do is pat your own ass. This is why, Amber, this is why you haven't changed, okay? This is why there's no improvement. As much as you'd like to talk about there's growth, you've matured because you've clocked time on the planet, just like, like a rock would do. Or like, some piece of garbage floating in the sea. Eventually wear and tear happens. So yeah, I'll admit to that. You're a little quieter. You might be a little bit more careful. You're not more mature. You haven't changed. You're sitting here today justifying everything you said 8 years ago, and what you said 8 years ago was a load of shit.
Wanted to be open and transparent and share my life, but like there was also another side of me where I was like, I need to protect some things. And in doing so, it led me to lie, which then led me to make this video. And it's like, I don't even remember the things I lied about.
No, there's lots of things in my life that I don't talk about with my audience. I don't feel like I have to lie. I just don't talk about it. It's real easy, Amber.
Well, so let's keep watching.
Trust me, there's a lot of things about me that you guys have no idea about. But it's like, if I bring something up or whatever, or you guys see something like, I shouldn't lie, I guess maybe ignore the situation. I really don't know.
She had a real hard time coming up with that. I shouldn't lie? Like, wow.
Sadly, I have learned that even ignoring a situation, shit still gets hectic. Some people believe that withholding information equals lying, but I don't see it that way.
That's
When
true.
you're sharing your life on YouTube, sometimes you want to withhold things. Like you still want to have like your privacy bubble. And I feel like that frustrates a lot of people, but it shouldn't. I think every YouTuber or reality star, whoever it may be, should only share what they are comfortable with.
I do have a list of things I want to talk about.
Your girl has always been a list maker, still am.
That's what she's going to react to. Oh my God, look at how cute I was making my lists. I still do that. God, I'm so adorable.
So the first thing, some of these you guys might not care about or whatever.
This is a love
But the reason why we moved to Kentucky, I said it's because Destiny wanted to be there for her mom. I said we wanted to take care of her. I think I might have said that in a vlog. I don't know why, but it's not the...
You do know why. Because it makes you look like an altruistic person who cares about other people. And you admire that in other people, but you just don't have the fucking dedication or care. You're too lazy. So you can never be that person. But you see other people doing that and you think, oh, people respond well to people who do that. I'm going to pretend to be like that.
The truth.
That's why.
We were just tired of Florida, honestly. I mean, mainly Destiny was... How do I word this without like saying too much, but you get my drift.
How do I word this in a way that she can't get mad at me, but I'm going to let you know how shitty she is? This is just...
Her, mainly. There's
so much she could say looking back on this 8 years later, and she won't.
She just felt kind of like it was time to move on from Florida. Some things were happening that she just wasn't happy about. And she wanted a new beginning. I have, said that on my Snapchat quite a few times and things like that. But I just felt like it was easier for me to say, we just want to be there for her mom.
Okay, Amberlynn, this lie confuses me because I feel like it would have been easier for me to just straight up be like, Destiny wants a new start somewhere else. I don't know.
No, but you
why I had to say something that wasn't true.
Because you're a narcissist and you need everybody to think you're amazing. You want to be loved and admired and stroked by every human whose eyes come in contact with you. You need to be admired because you're a narcissist, Amber. And so you thought that by saying, we're going to give up our lives and move to Florida to help Destiny's poor mother, that people would admire you. That's why you said it.
A little weird, gotta admit.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys will consider that a lie or not, but it's something I've said that, I wasn't 100% truthful about.
That's a lie.
So
100% not truthful equals lie, Amber. And people who lie are liars. You can't sit there and say, oh, I'm not a liar, but I did these lies. I have a list.
If you guys remember my aunt situation, this was a while ago, though.
Oof, the aunt situation. I was not expecting this.
This was...
You phony performative piece of crap. Oof. Oh, oof. Oh, awkward. Oh, the aunt situation. I never realized that I talked about my aunt on this video. You fucking fake.
probably,
Basically.
I don't know, it was months ago. Months, to be honest.
You're
When I
ugly
uploaded
right
a video
now,
about
Amber.
how my aunt doesn't talk.
You know, people think she's disgusting like the whole past 6 months. Nah, I don't find that disgusting. You know what I find disgusting? This shit. This narcissistic fucking love fest.
Me anymore because I'm fat.
Disgusting.
I'm a little on edge about that. I ended up talking to her and my cousins regarding that video. I had no idea they were going to see it. I had no idea my aunt even watched my YouTube anymore.
That is a true statement. I did not know that she watched all my videos. And I will say, when I did upload the "my aunt doesn't speak to me anymore because I'm fat" video, I genuinely, at the time, that's like genuinely how I felt. But that doesn't mean that it's true
or anything. And
you went to the internet with your huge platform and you fucking shamed your aunt like that. You said things that people don't say about people, and she didn't even feel that way. God, I'm surprised she talks to you today.
And they were greatly offended. But at the time, I was vulnerable and I was upset, and I really felt like...
But, I lied, I lied, I lied, but.
Blaming my weight on everything was just, like, the easiest way to go.
Okay, taking accountability. A round of applause, round of applause. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you clapping for yourself, you fucking narcissist? That's not taking accountability. Take that word out of your vocabulary until you look it up and learn it and then practice it, because you don't do any of that now.
No pun intended. I'm not gonna lie. I still do that now. I blame my weight on a lot of things. And sometimes it's...
Oh, look, I took accountability. Oh, you know, I still do that now. This is fucking insanity.
Things that like don't even make sense and aren't really justified.
It's hard. Like, I have a weight issue, and I have, you know, mental issues that cause, you know, me to be bigger. You don't just get this big for no reason. It just doesn't work that way. Like, of course, you can get, you know, overweight. That's normal. But to become so morbidly obese, there's something wrong. And I kind of wanted to ignore all that and just be like, oh, my aunt doesn't talk to me because I'm fat. I just thought it would be easier.
And truly, back then, I did a lot of clickbait. And I think also titling my video that was very like eye-catching, and I knew that people would want to watch.
So what she's talking about here is how she faked up her title. How about the effect that this video had on your fucking family, Amber? How about, I would like to wholeheartedly take this opportunity to truly, for the first time, apologize to my aunt. I made her look like shit, and I did it for money. And I can't believe I did that, and it's disgusting. How about something along those lines? Not, you know, I did clickbait titles.
Watch.
There's more to me than my weight when it comes to me and my aunt's, you know, relationship. I pushed her away because of just who I am and how
Your aunt doesn't care about your weight. Your aunt got fed up with you because you're a narcissist, Amber. I'd be willing to bet my life savings on that.
I am as a person, and that's the truth. And it's really not has anything to do with my weight. At the time, I felt like that. Sometimes I still do. I really don't know.
It's kind of crazy to me that like I am taking a lot of accountability, and I feel myself being super vulnerable in this video. And I'm genuinely admitting to things that like I know at the time I did not want to admit to. Like, being that vulnerable sometimes is really embarrassing. And
I have to look this definition up because I can't get over her using taking accountability. Let's look up exactly what the definition of this expression is. I don't usually take the quick AI one at the top, but it's for a definition. It'll be okay. This one says taking accountability means acknowledging the consequences of your actions. She's not acknowledging the consequences of her actions. Never once did she talk about the effect that her actions had on her aunt. Number one, acknowledging the consequences of your actions and being responsible for them. It involves owning up to your mistakes. She's done that, sort of. Making amends and learning from them. Amber, you're missing 2/3 of this goddamn definition. So stop using the word accountability, please.
I felt a lot of shame there, and I kind of feel it now.
I think I gave her a lot of excuses as to who I am. I fibbed to her a few times just so she would stay in my life. I know that sounds...
See how narcs talk? She didn't lie. She fibbed a couple times. If you did it, you would be a pathological liar. If she does it, it was a little white lie or a fib or a joke. Oh God.
so fucking strange, but
wow, that is crazy behavior. So
Yeah.
back then, I displayed
So is
a
this.
BPD symptom that I also still struggle with, but I'm telling you, my early 20s, I was so bad with that. So what it is when you feel like you're being abandoned by someone that you really care about, you go to like extreme lengths to try to get them not to abandon you. And me admitting that I would tell my aunt fibs just so she wouldn't leave my life is really sad to hear. Like that is genuinely like, damn girl,
You know what's sad to hear is you couldn't understand that your behavior was so shitty that your fucking aunt didn't want to be part of your life. You're such a vile, rotten human being, and how you treat people that your own relatives don't want to be part of your life. That's the sad part, Amber. Not the fact that you figured out a coping strategy in that if I keep lying to her, I can string her along longer.
You have been struggling for far too long. And I know I'm not perfect now in 2025, but like the Amberlynn back then, 9 years ago, she didn't know all of the knowledge that I know now about BPD.
Yeah, you know about nutrition and weight loss too, but that doesn't make a fucking difference. So stop with this. Just because you read Google doesn't mean anything's changed.
Doesn't make those things right or okay. But like looking back and now having an explanation is just like, whoa.
I don't know. That's really all I want to say regarding that is no, my aunt, you know, she didn't stop talking to me because I'm fat. She stopped talking to me because of the issues I brought upon her, I guess. And if she's watching this, I am so sorry. And I really just...
See, Amberlynn, you know, one of the things you don't seem to read a lot about is narcissism. You don't even understand what it is. A popular coping technique for those of us who have had to deal with narcissists in our life, not suffer. I suffer every day with the effects of my narc. I don't. I deal with it, like most of us do. Many of us have narcs in our lives. A lot of them like you, and it's just.
I wish I could change who I am as a person.
That breaks my heart to see myself like that because I know that I was struggling and I didn't understand why I was the way I was in any regard. And it's like now as a 34-year-old woman, I was literally 25 then. I was just in my mid-20s. I had no idea why I was the way I was. So being able to kind of like figure that out now, like I feel bad that I've let down that girl from 9 years ago because I didn't do it sooner.
This is not a reaction video. This is narcissistic masturbation. What did someone in our insert was in the killing it yesterday in the rage streams? What did they say? Narcsturbation. They also said, I don't know. They had a whole bunch of things, but this is insanity. This is a fucking love fest to herself. This is a pity party with a gilded invitation. Come to my pity party and watch me feel bad for myself. Oh my God. I feel so bad for that girl. Who is it? Me.
Sooner, but I'm also glad that I'm doing it now.
Because I really want my aunt back. Like, it affects me. It really does. Sorry. Okay. The next thing is my weight. I wouldn't say I've lied to you guys per se about it, but I definitely haven't been like very into like telling you guys my weight.
All right, you guys. So here is the moment that made it to where like no one ever believed.
My pet peeve expression right now is made it to where. Made it to where. It made it to where. It made it to where. I hate that expression. And now that I've pointed it out, you're going to notice how often she uses it. And I hope it annoys you too. Because misery loves company.
Gives my way in.
I hope it makes it to where you're as annoyed by it as I am.
Videos like people have been saying I've been lying about my weight since the end of time, when in actuality the only time that I have ever lied about my weight was during this moment in this video, and I forget how I even did that. Like I'm on the edge of my seat, like I just want to keep watching.
She's on the edge of her seat. She can't wait to keep watching herself. My God, this is like the best miniseries ever. She's calling this reaction, Lynn. Is she just going to react to herself over and over again? Because this is truly, I can't get over how narcissist, it's like her inner narcissist has just fucking exploded and come to life after a year. I can't tell you how excited I am.
I'm fluctuating a lot.
Wait a second. My narc passed away. Maybe all my narc's energy has gone in to fuel Amberlynn. I've always said they were very similar in character. Joan? Joan, is that you?
currently with my weight. It's frustrating because I'll do really good at something and then I will mess up, and then I'll do really good at something and then I'll mess up. This used to happen to me a lot where I would lose like 4 pounds and then gain it back. But now currently it's to the point where I gain I lose about 15, 20 pounds and then I gain it back. And that's really bad for me. And I haven't really been 100% honest about that, because whenever someone asks me,
honestly, I'm just tuned right out. Blah, 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 blah. Weight excuses. That's all I hear. Weight excuse, weight excuse, weight excuse. Excuse of my weight. Excuses for my weight. Weight excuse.
Oh, she's gaining weight or whatever. I always just say I'm losing. I don't know. I don't need the backlash.
So I do understand myself back then. Like, I understand why I would say that, because I was not used to the hate. I was not used to the backlash. Now, I don't care if you guys know how much I've gained, how much I've lost, how much I'm maintaining. Like,
you lying sack of skin. Your vlog from 2 days ago was called, I give up, I quit weighing in, I can't weigh in anymore, it's bad for my health, this is killing me, I can't come on here and keep telling you I'm gaining weight. You absolutely still care. Nothing has changed, Amberlynn. You've just gotten a little quieter. That's all. There's been some weight redistribution, and you've taken your tone down a little bit, but that's the single only fucking thing that's changed. You're so the same human being, and making this video yesterday is just cementing into our heads how much you are the same fucking person from that video 8 years ago. That's what you've done.
Like, obviously, because I'm used to backlash. I'm used to the hate. But back then, like, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want you guys to know, but I should have just ignored it.
No one gets used to it. I'm sorry, nobody gets used to it. Anybody who's on YouTube has some hate. I have hate. H3 has so much hate. Amberlynn has hate. You know, even your favorite YouTubers have hate. People all get hated on YouTube. I find it very hard to believe that anybody gets used to it. Even the huge YouTubers I watch that have to deal with it, when it gets intense, it gets to them. Humans are humans, Amber. You can be human. You're not superhuman.
I shouldn't have lied. I shouldn't have led you guys astray.
But then again, if you were a better human being and not such a insincere, disingenuous, lying, shady, condescending, smug, you know, that shit doesn't really help your case.
Thinking I was losing weight when I wasn't. That's not okay. And that has definitely made it to where it's hard for you guys to believe me now, which I understand that, but it was 9 years ago. Since that video, I can tell you, I have never lied about my weight since then.
At all.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Everybody on the internet's going to call bullshit on that. You know, Amber, even people that are 20 pounds overweight probably fudge their weight a little bit. It's pretty natural. And someone in your position who wants to be an inspiration all the goddamn time, we know you're lying. Amber, we know you lie. Just don't even talk about it.
I
Either quit lying or stop addressing it. Because when you keep addressing it like this, it makes it to where we all consider about how much you lie.
don't want it. I just feel like it's so much safer to just say what people want to hear and what I feel like people will not hate me for. I don't know how to explain it, but I can 110% say I've never been 500 pounds. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, oh, she's 500 pounds. She's about to be 650 pounds. Like, this has never happened.
I was absolutely being honest there. And a lot of people even think now, like, oh, you've been 600 pounds. Oh, you're 650 right now. Oh, you're 700. People have always crazily overestimated like how much I actually weigh.
Victim, victim, victim. I'm a victim, victim, victim. Me, me, me. Look how cute I was. Now I'm a victim.
My highest weight is 485, and right now, today, I weighed 476, I think it was. And currently, right now, I am losing weight. Like, I'm not gaining. I promise you that. I have been weighing myself practically every day. I skip a few days here and there, and the scale is going down, and I'm in fear it's going to go back up again.
8 years later, and you're bigger. 8 years later, and you're bigger. When are you going to learn this is a fucking fruitless effort? This game that you're playing isn't working. Amber, it's not working. Nothing you do works. You know, even if you're an abject failure and you can't stick to anything at life, if you really wanted to change, you would look at yourself and go, I have no willpower. I can't stick to anything. I need help that isn't what I've been doing. If you really wanted to lose weight, that's what you'd be thinking, but it's not.
Yeah, because my mind always wins. Losing weight is mind over matter, and that's just how it's always been.
No, it's not mind over matter. There's a certain amount of willpower involved in, you know, denying yourself things, but it takes more than mind over matter. It's calorie deficiency, increased exercise, and don't eat all that processed shit all the time.
And I feel like my mind is so strong with some things, but I feel like my weight is just like, ugh. Anyways,
Your mind isn't strong with anything.
the next thing is about my girlfriend Destiny's weight gain and if she's actually gained weight.
So before we continue to see what I said about Destiny, I think this is another prime example of I should have just ignored it, and I shouldn't have mentioned my partner's weight gain, weight loss, whatever it may be. But I have a feeling I'm going to say to like protect Destiny, I lied.
But I have a feeling, you know, here's a section that I really shouldn't have said and I shouldn't have put in this video at all. So I'm going to show it to you again. Why not cut it out, Amber? You didn't have to react to this. You could have cut this section out. That's what I don't get. Is that you know that you shouldn't have done this in the first place? So you're going to show us again. Like, just don't show it and don't mention it. Cut this little question out. Look at the... I did her dirty with that pause screen. Oh my God.
I told you guys that Destiny has not gained weight since she's been with me. I've said that at least 100 times, but she has gained weight since she's been with me.
We're not surprised, Amberlynn. We are not surprised.
I do want to say before she met me,
it's not a reaction,
she gained weight from birth control. A lot of people are like, why'd she take birth control? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's not really your business. Like, I don't want to say.
Oh, here's something else. I think she started this reaction series because she realized that she can just cut from her video to her. And she didn't have to learn how to do picture-in-picture like this. Because, you know, she can't do this. So she's been thinking, I want to do reactions, but people always come at me because I don't know how to do them. And now she's figured out a way to do them.
Girl, you should have just said that when people are like, has she gained weight? You should have also been like, that's none of your business. But I think I understand why I didn't say that. It's because if I would have said that's none of your business, then people would assume that she gained weight. And my idea at the time of protecting Destiny was to let people know that
no, again, here's another lie. You could do a video of what I lied about on this video because you're lying again. You didn't do any of that to protect Destiny. It was all to protect you. Protecting Destiny was just a side effect, okay? You did that because you didn't want to hear people tell you again, all your girlfriends gain weight when they're with you. What the hell do you do to people that anybody who comes near you gains weight? Because they would have blamed you for Destiny's weight loss. That's why you're protecting her. Because protecting her is protecting you.
Did not.
A lot of people are confused because they're like, she's a lesbian, why does she need birth control? There is other reasons why people need birth control, and I just don't really want to say that.
Cut this out, Amber. Why are you showing
me
this?
Permission to talk about her weight and just.
How about I cut it out?
I went from wanting to protect Destiny to now like giving specifics of like how much she's gained.
She went into specifics. I cut it out, but she talks about how bad it is, and then she goes, I shouldn't talk about this, and then she goes right into like pounds and ounces, for Christ's sake. Nobody, like, that's nobody's business.
That's weird. I should have just stuck with, yeah, I lied about that. Let's move on.
You know what I did there, Amber? I just skipped over it and we moved on. It's not really not that difficult.
So she's gained about 25 pounds.
I didn't move on enough. Let me move on right past this section.
Like, who's going to listen to me?
Oh, no, we have to hear that line. Merc, you missed the best line.
I don't want to go into any more with that. I just feel freaking horrible, and I want her to lose weight more than I want myself to lose weight because I care about her and love her more than I love myself. And when I see her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do.
She doesn't understand nutrition like I do. That went viral.
And I don't like who's.
Oh, in case you missed it, that was viral. I went viral because of that. Oh my God. God, it was so cute and funny. Amber, that shouldn't have been your takeaway from this moment. Oh, me, and me, look at me. How cute am I?
Who's gonna listen to me? Look at me, you know, that's just how it goes. I did not want this video to be like this, but I should have known. Okay, so something else I've lied about is the job I had in Florida. I told you guys that I was a PCA worker at a assisted living facility full-time, and I wasn't. I was a PCA worker at assisted living facility, but I was not full-time.
You guys, I miss that job so much. That is by far my favorite job that I've ever had. It was so rewarding and the people I met were absolutely amazing. So I would go in there on my days off. Me and Destiny would go in there on our days off and I would do a lot of volunteering. I even did it on days where Destiny wasn't working because I genuinely enjoyed being there and being with the residents. So I think the reason why I was like, yeah, I work full-time is because I did go there during a full-time shift, because when Destiny was working, because we worked together, I would also go there with her. I don't know why I couldn't have like literally just said that though. Like, I don't know why I had to say that I like worked full-time. I should have just said I have a part-time job, but I'm there full-time.
I worked 4 hours.
I have just spent the last year going to care home to visit my dying mother. Those people are fucking angels that walk on the earth with feet. I have no words. I get choked up thinking about those people. Okay? She's not one of those people. I'm sorry. I can't believe that she was allowed to work with patients. I can't believe it. It's heartbreaking, to be honest. I mean, I get it. And I also don't believe any of this about her job. Any of it. I fully, in my whole heart, believe that she figured out that if she volunteered at the place where Destiny was working, she could go to work with Destiny and not sit at home and be bored all day. So she started volunteering there. And then eventually, as does happen quite often, I've worked in these kind of organizations. Sometimes when you have an opening, you'll hire from good volunteers. So there was probably an opening, and she took it. Now, as far as her going in all the time, she even went in sometimes when Destiny wasn't working. Yeah, because Amber, when you're a volunteer, you're scheduled to work shifts, and you don't always get to pick your shifts. So I'm guessing that she went in on her shifts. Some of those shifts, Destiny was there. Some they weren't. And the other shifts, she just went in because Destiny was there. It just makes me sick. It makes me sick.
It started off 4 hours a day for 3 days. And then I got 4 hours a day for 4 days. And then I got 4 hours a day for 5 days. And then eventually I was 4 hours a day for 6 days. And then I started covering a lot of other just random shifts, like 8-hour shifts. And I did a 16-hour shift one time.
Amber, you're a narcissist. You don't give anything of yourself ever to anybody. There's no way you covered somebody's shift. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe for a second somebody came to you and said, oh my God, Amber, I really need this weekend off. Can you cover my Saturday? I don't buy it. Unless they were like plying you with pudding or something to get you to say yes. I don't believe that you would put yourself out for anybody.
I'm telling you, that 16-hour shift was rough. I was there the whole day and then the whole night. And then I had to wake up the residents, change their depends, and shower some of them.
Bullshit. This makes me sick. This makes me so angry. I would like to reach through the screen and lightly caress her throat with my hands. There's no fucking way she changed residents. I'm sorry. And if she was changing residents, then this care home should be shut down. Because from what I've seen in my experience in the last year, first of all, I don't think they go in and wake up the residents. In my experience, they let them wake up. You know, maybe it's different there. I'll give her that. I don't know how every single care home works, and I will admit to that. But one thing I do know is that they usually use 2 people to change somebody. It's usually a 2-person job. And I don't think you hire any ding-dong volunteer and let them change the depends. That's not how it works here. If it works that way in the States, I'd be pretty concerned. Because did she go through a police records check? Did she go through any psychological training to let her be physically close to working with these people? I would be really upset. And I know there's a lot of PSWs. We call them PSWs here, personal support workers. And they're not highly educated, but they do certainly get some training. And, you know, the PSWs that do change people and shower people have specific training to do that. They don't just hire her off the street because her girlfriend works there and let her go shower people, vulnerable people, or change them. She's not physically capable of changing anybody safely. She's not.
And I was like half asleep. I was like, this is the first time I've ever done this, like a 16-hour shift. But honestly, still such a rewarding job, no matter how tired I was.
I was part-time. I was always on call, but I was part-time. I lied to you guys and said I was a full-time because I felt so guilty about my life in Florida.
I think she was only volunteer and she lied about working. That's what I think this lie is. 100%. That's what I think this lie is.
I mean, my life in Virginia. Sorry, I've lived so many places I don't even know anymore. Okay, I felt so guilty about my life in Virginia. I lived with my ex-girlfriend for almost 4 years without a job, and I lived off of her parents. And
all right, so here I feel like I'm just making excuses for the lie that I told because the excuse doesn't even make sense. Like, I should have been proud of the fact that I even got a part-time job after spending so many years without a job. Like, I should have been proud of that. But instead, it's almost like I felt ashamed, which is
because you didn't really have the job, Amber, because all you did is volunteer at the place where Destiny works. Convince me otherwise.
really weird.
I got a lot of beef because of that online, and a lot of people didn't understand why I didn't have a job at the time and this and that. So I wanted you guys to be proud of me, and I didn't want you guys to think I was some helpless person. And
You are.
I thought by saying I had a full-time job that it would make me seem.
Check this out, Amber. Nobody's proud of you. Nobody's proud of you. You don't do anything that would make anybody proud of you. You know, maybe your mom's proud of you because you make a living wage. That's a pretty low bar. I don't know that your mom's proud of you. I think she loves you. I think your mom loves you. I don't know if pride comes into that.
Seem like some freaking awesome person, and really it didn't.
And how little substance are you as a human being that you think the best defining thing about you can be your employment? You know, there's other things about you that can make people proud of you, Amber. It doesn't have to be your job.
I don't know why I lied about that. Besides the point is I almost needed confirmation from other people that.
Because you looked around and you saw, Jesus, I'm a full-grown adult and I'm the only one who doesn't have a damn job. Oops. I got no skills or education. What am I going to do?
I was capable to be in this world.
Validation. Validation is the word I was looking for. I felt like I needed validation from other people.
You still
I felt
do.
like people would think that a part-time job isn't as good as a full-time
You still do. That's why you're making this entire video, to justify the lies you told 8 years ago, because you still need validation from strangers.
job. But Amberlynn, it was good enough. I just wish you believed it then.
Sometimes I just felt like.
This is multiple orgasm narc masturbation. She's talking to herself from 8 years ago. This is like that exercise of, if you could write yourself a letter from when you were 16, that's what she's doing here, except she's getting paid for it.
Why do I live off of everybody? Why can't I just support myself?
Yes, that's good.
I did not want to live off of Destiny. And when I was living in Florida at the beginning, I did not make enough money on YouTube. I lied about that. I did not make enough money on YouTube to support us at all. Now I will say YouTube income is incredible, and I'm.
Can you imagine being Destiny and working hard, leaving the house every day, working hard at a job that's, you know, trying, and your 500-pound girlfriend is sitting at home on the couch telling people that she makes enough money to support everybody with her YouTube income because she's so famous and special, and you're going to work out of the house every day and doing a hard job like that, and you're the one that's footing most of the bills? Why do her girlfriends let her get away with this shit? That's what I don't understand.
So grateful for you guys, because it really helps. It doesn't just help me, but it helps Destiny, and it helps her mom when she needs something. And I want to be that person. I'm so tired of just living off other people. I got so used to it, being a foster care kid, like, because I was in foster care for
big fight.
so many years of my life, and I lived with so many families and group homes and children's shelters that I was so used to just relying on other people. And I didn't want to do that in Florida, and I had a moth on my head. That's cute. Just then, if you guys rewind and go look at that. I wanted to change when I moved to Florida, and, you know, I knew the only job I could possibly get was working with Destiny, because not a lot of people want an obese girl. They don't. And I'm very grateful for, you know,
It's not that we don't want this cute obese girl. It's that you're not physically capable of doing a lot of jobs. You have literally next to no education. You have no job skills. You have no job experience. You've got no training in anything. Those factors also hand in hand with the fact that, yeah, like for retail, waitressing, there's a lot of jobs people won't hire you because of your size, and they won't necessarily say it, but we all know that's the reason. But there's a multitude of other reasons too, Amber, a multitude.
Have a job here. I haven't yet started because they haven't yet contacted me yet, which is a bunch of BS. If you ask me, this is a big process. And like YouTube is a job right now. It's reliable income and it's a lot of income. And I'm appreciating it so much. Like I don't even need a job outside of YouTube. But I feel like because of all those years that I didn't have a job while living in Virginia, that I need a job. I need to pay back. I need to, it's like a whole thing. But I just wanted you guys to know. Anyways.
It sounds to me like I had a lot of guilt for not having a job while living in Virginia. And I think maybe like that's why like in the recent years, I have been so giving money, buying people gifts and buying people things. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're buying.
Yeah, here. Finish their sentence.
Love, which maybe that's a huge part of it too. But I also think it's me just like making up for all that I was given when I.
Here, I'm going to tell you something. I think this is a really narky thing to do. My narc, who I've always said was very similar to Amberlynn in the way that she processed things and the way she thought and stuff. My narc was 98 pounds and also said to kill her if she ever gained weight. So opposite end of the scale for that. But the behavior, very similar. And I'll tell you something. She was very cold. Like not a giving person in any way. Now she would deny that, just like Amber would. But like my narc, if I went to hug her, her arms would stay at her sides. Like she didn't hug back. It was like I was allowed to hug her. She wouldn't give anything of herself. If I had financial trouble and I asked, sometimes you go to your parents for help, I was always denied. She would never give me money for anything. Now, at Christmas and on my birthday, she would spoil me rotten. She would spend so much money and buy so many things for me. And I truly think it was a way of trying to make up for the guilt. But not only that, I also firmly in my heart believe that they do that because that reflects on them as well. Then people say, oh, how generous they are and how giving they are. I don't think it's about you. I don't think it is.
I was in need.
Something else I've lied about is my blood pressure. On several occasions, I have said I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have this or that, whatever. All of that is true besides the blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but I have borderline high blood pressure, where it's like semi-high. It's not high enough for me to take a pill, but it is there.
This is another example of like, I just should have ignored it. I can understand not wanting to like tell people like medical stuff, but
okay, I thought here she was going to admit that was a lie because there's actual footage of Amberlynn saying she was diagnosed blood pressure medication. She never got it filled. Because I remember I have, when she talks about the heart, my ears perk up. I have certain issues with mine. I recalled her, and somebody posted the clip in the Discord. There's a clip of her saying, I was prescribed high blood pressure medication, but she never got it filled and she never took it. So all I can say now is, Amber, you keep pounding that salt back. Keep pounding on that salt.
Instead of saying like, I don't have high blood pressure, just like never talk about the topic. And just an update on that. I still don't have diabetes. I still don't have pre-diabetes, but I still do have borderline high blood pressure, but it's never been to the point of
keep
like
eating the salt,
doctors wanting to put me on medication.
That'll crank it.
And it's a little scary, let's be real. I just want to be a healthy.
She's got to be a walking time bomb. Like nothing's wrong with her. How can she keep existing at this size, eating the garbage that she eats on a daily basis, never exercising, living a life of high stress? And there's nothing wrong with her. The rest of us are falling apart. What the hell is this woman made of? Teflon, I swear to God.
Person, like this video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Yep, that's another moment that went viral.
Oh,
and I also was noticing
adorable.
While I'm watching this, why am I so whiny? Like I'm giving whiny and it's making me cringe, just like the slightest bit.
Well, you know what? You still serve whiny. Talk like a fucking adult. It's giving this, it's giving that. God, get over that expression. It's old and tired now.
Fuck me, like damn.
Excuse me, Amberlynn, what'd you just say?
She said, fuck me.
Excuse my language, like you're young. Okay. I just
damn.
I wanted people to think I was healthy, even though I have unhealthy written all over me. Like this is not good. People think I'm promoting obesity and I'm not. I'm just trying to promote, like, love yourself no matter what while you're trying to better yourself. But it's like, don't be this person.
I still agree with that. Like, I will never promote morbid obesity, obviously. Like, I am just a human existing. And I'm also trying to show that, like, you can love yourself and be confident, all while trying to improve. Like, I don't think that anyone...
You don't have to show us anything because you're inept. You haven't shown us anything because you haven't improved. So stop trying to be an inspiration and put your head down and start thinking about your own goddamn health.
should be this size and be okay with that. Like, there's a difference. But back to what I was saying about, like, wanting people to think I was healthy. Like, I get that because there's such a stigma on, like, bigger bodies mean worse health.
Back to what I was talking about me. I get me. When I said about me, I really understand me when I talk about me. Can she not hear herself?
And honestly, it's true. Statistically, it is true. Yes, skinny people have heart attacks. Skinny people have diabetes. Skinny people. But bigger people are more prone to these things.
Isn't it interesting that she uses, like, skinny? My mother was thin. My mother's battle her whole life was gaining weight, which she loved. Because while everybody else was struggling to lose, they would always go, oh, you're so skinny, you're so skinny. But I find it, and she, you know, it's interesting because most of us don't have that particular problem. I don't. But I know she used to find the word skinny insulting. She used to say, you know, that's no different than going to a person and calling them fat. Like, I'm dealing with my weight. My particular issue is underweight, and I'm trying hard to gain weight. And when people go, oh, you're so skinny, it's no different. And you know what? It's true. It's no different. So, but I find it interesting that she chooses to use the word skinny, but bigger. You know, skinny people can get sick too, but those of us in a gently bigger body. Listen, it's so funny. It's so different. Skinny and slightly bigger. She doesn't say slightly, but you know what I mean.
Statistically, it is true. Yes, skinny people have heart attacks. Skinny people have diabetes. Skinny people. But bigger people are more prone to these things.
Like, it's not good. And I know I have high blood pressure because my eating habits and because I'm morbidly obese. And I haven't been tested for diabetes or, you know, cholesterol or whatever in a while. So I don't know. But I can safely say that, like, if I eat a lot of sugar or whatever, like, I don't feel any differently. So I want to assume.
Oh, well, then you're fine.
I'm just purely assuming, you guys. I really don't know.
Thankfully, this time I'm not just guessing, and I actually do know.
And that's what scares me. I currently don't have a...
She is so, this modern day, this cut back to this bitch on the couch in the red, she's so fucking smug, I can't get over it.
Doctor right now. I'm trying to get on an insurance plan, and it's just not working. I don't understand why. This also happened in Virginia. Ugh, like, I don't even know. So I'm trying to figure everything out, and I'm just trying so hard to treat my body the way I should have been treating it from the beginning. And sometimes my mind just, it overpowers me, and I don't know how. Like, it takes control of my whole body, toes to my head. I don't get it.
Poor sweet gentle girl. She's so overwhelmed. She tries so hard.
Okay, so this last one kind of goes hand in hand. Why I don't vlog as much versus why do I ride a scooter in Walmart and why do I sit in the car when Destiny goes in the store a lot? It's because I can't breathe. No.
Yes.
I've gotten to the point in my life, and since I've gained so much weight, everything is hard. People ask if showering is hard. Yes.
So in this video that I'm actually reacting to, at the time I was living in Destiny's mom's house, and the shower that she had was like this old-fashioned.
So now this should be a good sweet lot of justification, because in the video she's reacting to, she's crying because everything is so fucking hard for her to do at her weight, which is natural. And I mean, I get that. That is genuine. Admitting how hard everything is. I can't imagine. Everything must be difficult. Now, present day Amber is going to just justify by saying the tub was too small or something. Like, girl, you weigh more. And she's got to do it because she weighs more now than she did in this video. And in the video, she's admitting how things are hard. But now everything's a breeze. Like, she goes jogging for a mile now, right?
Like, small tub that like was on feet, and it was so tall, and like the feet were so small that every single day I had to take like a shower outside of the shower. Showering at that time was like
what are the size of the feet? It's a really weirdly random thing to pick on. I get that, okay, the tub was raised, it was on feet, it's difficult, the sides are high, it's difficult to get in, I get that, but the feet were so small. What does that have to do with anything? They're made of, like, brass or something, usually. Like,
virtually impossible. Or like a normal shower, like I made sure to clean my body almost every single day, but like I never stepped in the shower. And to wash my hair, I had to like put my head down and like wash it that way, like in the tub. It was rough, it was hard, it was embarrassing.
People ask if I can wear a seatbelt. No, they don't fit me. People ask if going up the stairs is hard. Yes. People ask
why. See, that's interesting. That girl, you know, that girl, Dank DeMoss, the 500-pound rapper who's suing Lyft. That's, somebody brought that up too. Isn't it legally they have to wear a seatbelt in the car? She can't wear a seatbelt. What's that about? Anyway, sidebar.
Right, a freaking Walmart cart. Not only is it my foot, that is the 100% truth. I do have either a heel spur or a plantar, whatever. I have not gone to a doctor for it, but it's also because I get so winded so fast, and it's because of my weight. And God, I would do anything to be able to vlog how I want to, but I feel like the only reason why, I mean, what am I trying to say? I feel like the only time I vlog is when I'm sitting or when I have air, like even just sitting here, like sometimes I feel like I'm out of breath, and it's because of my weight. And I know you guys see it too. And like hashtag relatable girl, because I still struggle with that. I have gone through waves where my stamina has been worse and then better and then worse and then better again. My stamina then at the age of 25 is probably very similar to how my stamina is now. But the only difference is I actually push myself to do more. There's times where I'm like,
Amberlynn, you're older, you weigh more, and you've taken up vaping. There is no fucking way your stamina is equal now at 35 than it was to 25 after weight gain, 10 years of inactivity, and vaping. I don't believe that for one fucking second, not 1 second.
Where I am in the store, like I do go in the store, like I don't just not.
You don't now.
There are times where I'm in there and I want to show you guys something cool, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to talk because I can barely breathe because I'm standing and walking, and it's really embarrassing.
As I was describing that, I think it made me realize that my stamina is actually better than it was then. Because I vlogged while I was in Target recently, and I was up walking in there for like 2 hours.
And you put a voiceover on it, Amber. I think most of the vlogs now when you're in stores are voiceovered. And I think I just figured out why. Let's go back and have a look. Not now, but you'll let me know if I'm wrong. Are not her recent store vlogs with a voiceover on them? Maybe not all of them, but I think that's a technique she's leaning into now.
So it actually makes me kind of proud of myself, low key.
And I used to not be that person. And moving to Florida really messed with me. It really truly did. It made me so much worse off physically.
Yeah, and now it's Oklahoma City that's fucked her up. It's so strange that all these geographical locations cause her to gain weight.
Ooh, girl, and it's only gonna get worse. And that actually makes me really sad, because pretty soon you're gonna have a moment in your life. It's only gonna be about 6 months long, but you're gonna be like low-key bedbound. I wish I could just go back to that time, or even prior to, like when I was in Virginia, and I wish I could have just like stayed on my weight loss journey, like genuinely.
You're 511 pounds, you're pushing bedbound again, Amber. Don't feel sad for your former self. Feel sad for yourself now, but don't feel sad for yourself. Do something to change your situation. Good Christ, woman.
Because I let myself go. I stopped caring. I met Destiny, and
8 years later, and 8 years later, you're still the same.
Very set in her weight, and she didn't understand like how to lose weight or anything. And so like
I met Destiny, and Destiny didn't care about weight loss, so that's her fault then that I gained weight, low key.
Kind of got in that groove where I didn't care either, because she accepted me and she loved me, and I regret it. I fucked up. Look at me, I fuck up. That's really
easy for her to say that, because she blames, because she, God, it's so shady and so narky. She just did a little speech talking about how she gained weight because of Destiny, and then goes, oh, well, I fucked up. You see, I fucked up. Yeah, it's easy to take accountability when it's fake accountability. And when she just spent 10 minutes talking about how it's Destiny's fault.
All I can say. I think that's it for now.
Yeah, wrap it up, girl.
I hope you guys appreciate this video. I feel like so many people are going to be yelling and mad, and the comments are going to be harsh, and I don't think I'm going to be able to read the comments.
Yep, girl, this video made a lot of people mad, and still 9 years later, people bring up this very video.
Yeah, and I'm betting the comments on this new one aren't any better, you big ding-dong. Say goodbye.
Still, if I could go back in time, I would still film it because I remember after I filmed it, like a weight just like came off of me. It made it to where people didn't trust me anymore, which definitely fucking sucked. But I no longer was guilty and I no longer was lying to my audience.
I really don't. So this video, I might not read them, but if you guys watch this straight through, I appreciate it so much. This took so much nerve. I can't even explain how much nerve this took, but I appreciate you guys watching this, and I really hope you guys don't hate me. I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. And I was just trying to protect myself. And while doing so, I not only hurt me, but I probably hurt you guys. So, but I still hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's worth. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Wow, that was a lot. I did take accountability, but I also had a lot of like weird random excuses and like whiny behavior that I was not jiving with. So I think I can understand why my audience was like, girl, this is not cool. But at the same time, I want to sit here and make excuses for myself and for my past behavior as like a 25-year-old who genuinely was so fucking immature. Like I am super immature now as a 34-year-old woman. So imagine how immature I was at 25.
No.
So immature, it's insane.
Yes, immature, yes. Do you get a pass for that? Not at 25, Amber. Not at 25. Maybe at 18. Not at 25. And here's something else that I found in my life. People's maturity and level seems to coincide more with when they left the house and started taking care of themselves more than their actual age. I'm going to say, like, I've met people who were 18 who were exceptionally mature because they've been on their own since they were 16 taking care of themselves. And then I've met people who were 29 who still live off their parents and their maturity level is very low. So take that with, apply that here.
But anyways, wow, React Lynn, that was kind of fun, not gonna lie. Now I just want to react to a million different videos, not me turning into a reaction channel. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, good Lord, React Lynn. Is she going to start reacting to her back catalog? Oh, good Lord. You know what, honestly? It's interesting to watch once. I don't think I could watch her sit and adore herself and justify her behavior and condescend to us. I can't watch it. She really, the way she adores herself on camera is kind of disgusting to me. But anyway, this has been a long one. I want to thank you guys for joining me and sticking around, even though the man, is he here? He's over there. Look, there, I'll give you. There's Rio. He's been here the whole time in your heart. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I have nothing left to say. I will say tomorrow is Saturday on the live stream. We're going to look at Beck's response to Amber's apology, as well as a quick flyby, whatever just stupid vlog she uploads tomorrow. Anyway, thank you all for joining me in the very sleepy Rio at this redundancy report look at Amberlynn's latest upload. I hope to see you on the live stream tomorrow. If you like the video, click like, subscribe. It all helps, and it doesn't cost a thing. Unlike Amber's $10 subscription membership. Anyway, that's it. You know what to do. Until we meet again, just be kind. And hasta luego.